salty then. That's
Pickles and cotton candy?
It's not bad. It's not too bad. If you like relish, then you'll like that. So.
Say if I was going to take you on a date, right? And I bring you to the house, and all I offered you was a syrup sandwich. But that's all I had, though.
Okay, so we're going to have to finesse it. Like, okay, a syrup sandwich, but how can we, like...
There ain't nothing else but syrup and white bread in the crib.
So you got pots and pans?
I'm a
Put
man.
the syrup in the pan.
I'm a man, so no. Ain't no utensils, it's like plastic spoons and forks, and that's it.
Well, we're gonna have to eat that syrup sandwich.
You gonna eat it?
Yeah.
You gonna fuck with it?
Yeah, but don't OD with the syrup.
You don't get to tell me how to make the syrup sandwich.
Listen.
you just gotta eat it.
Well, depending on how you make it.
It's gonna be romantic no matter how I put it, no matter how I serve it to you.
I'm gonna eat it. I ain't picky.
Do you get respect where you're from? Do the people around you respect you?
I mean, yeah. And then I got some people that just badmouth me for no reason, but you get that anyway, so.
People badmouth you?
Yeah, everybody get haters.
Why do you think you got haters?
Because I believe in God, and not everyone that's around me believes in God. And I play the word like all day long, so. And they don't like the fact that I smoke and believe in God, so.
What does that have to do with anything?
Exactly what
I
I be trying to.
You come from a religious background?
My mom raised me in the church, so.
Do you think they like judge harshly?
Honestly, it depends on what church you're going to, because if that's the case, they don't have God in them. Because the Bible specifically says, "Thou shalt not judge." That is His task, not us. Because at the end of the day, if that's the case, then cast the first stone if you didn't sin. We came from a blessed church, a very anointed church, actually, where we felt at home. That's God. That's how you know God is in that church. When you feel at home and you feel like it's peaceful, you don't feel condemned and stuff like that, yeah, you're in the right place. This is God's sheep over here. So if you're in a church, and I feel like that's why a lot of people don't believe in God, because they come from false churches where, you know, they put on for the image, but they're not truly of God. So you got people walking around with all this church hurt and stuff like that because they come from churches that weren't really of God.
We're going to start a church beef. People are going to feel some type of way.
Well, they could feel some type of way, but my God knows what I'm talking about. I feel His presence right now as we speak, so we already know.
It gets dicey when you talk about church. Do you believe in aliens? Because those two things contradict each other.
Why would they? Aliens are creatures just like us.
What
spirituality do they hold that's different from us? That's different from a fish? That's different from a dog, a cat? If they are creatures like us. So I don't doubt that they exist. There's many things that exist. Shit, we only explored 5% of the ocean.
That's a fact.
So who's to say aliens don't live in the ocean? You know, so I don't doubt that they exist, and if they exist, then they exist.
Do you read?
I read my word.
That's the only thing you read. You don't read books?
I used to really be a bookworm, but I fell off with reading books because depression and life got to me and stuff like that.
Do you,
But
you
I write.
got good grades in school?
I did have good grades, but I'm not going to front. I fell off. But that's because I lost motivation and I just felt like school was a waste of time. So I stopped putting my whole heart and soul into it. But when I really was doing it, hell yeah, I had honors and all of that.
Yeah, you got good grades in English.
Absolutely. I'm a writer. Natural born. So.
I'm a writer.
Okay, we got to exchange stories.
What, do you write books?
I am in the process of writing a book now on my life. But I write a lot of like fan fiction.
What man loves you the most that's not in your bloodline?
God.
Besides God?
My dad. Oh wait, you said not in my bloodline, right?
Yeah.
I don't have an answer for that. Honestly, I don't. Let's be real.
Do you feel like nobody that you ever dealt with loves you?
Well, if they did, they would still be here.
All
because my thing is, right, you can't love somebody and mistreat them. And the people that I dealt with, I always ended up being mistreated because I was very genuine. And I guess people can label my morals in a relationship as going strictly by the book, because I'm a strong believer in treat others how you want to be treated. So if I don't want to be cheated on and all that extra shit, then why would I sit here and even allow myself to act like that towards that person if I'm seeking the same energy from that person in return? And like I said, it was my choices and, the people that I met and dealt with, because, I was at different stages in my life and stuff like that. So I did not get the best results. It was always the facade in the beginning, and then towards the end, I got to see who you really were. And that's why I'm really big on slow cooking people now, because at that time in my life, I was always jumping on the next best thing. Like, oh, you feel immaculate, like your vibes or everything, just for that shit to be a facade. So now it's like, okay.
Yeah, you don't think that y'all be doing the same thing?
Of course.
I don't think the woman is ever the same woman from the beginning, in the middle, and the end.
Well, I cannot speak for all women. I can speak for myself as a woman. And the reason why I wasn't always the same woman that I was in the beginning was because of how I was treated. So you can't expect that sweet girl if you're not going to treat me properly. You're going to get a tougher, hooder version of me. I don't even like that side of me. I like to be soft and feminine, so.
What is the hood side of you like?
I can really throw insults if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had a lot of growth, because I was that person. Like, I get mad and, insult you, or like, oh, I hope you die, you a bitch, this, that, and the third. I had to grow from that, because you can't be like that and expect a good, healthy relationship at the end of the day. That's just not gonna work. So, yeah, I could get raunchy at the mouth, though.
Of course, I think all black women have that skill. Y'all so mean sometimes. Like, it really hurts.
No, I can definitely agree, because shit, we be mean as fuck to each other, and there's really no need to. But, us as women, we're catty as fuck, and we like to be the best and look the best. And, oh, if you don't look the best, then, oh yeah, you're down here and I'm up here. Like, that's why it's best to be humble. And I've had my share of being like that in life too. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I'm this perfect being, because I'm not. I've had trials and tribulations in my life, and God had to humble me. It was times where I was trying to walk like I was hot shit, and I literally slipped and bust my ass in front of everybody, and I ain't had no choice but to sit there and be like, alright God, my bad. Humble yourself. And a lot of these women don't know how to be humble. They're fake humble. They project like they're so humble, but you look down on a woman that has less than you, or doesn't have the big butt, or this, that, and the third. So, be humble. If black women, and I'm not saying, because there's some lit ass black women. It's just them gutter bitches we talking about. A lot of them, they're not humble. And you have to be humble. That's just what it is, especially for this war between women to stop, because it is a war going on. Like, women just, I don't know what it is, but we like to really downgrade each other and laugh at each other when we're down and stuff like that. Not all of us, because it's, like I said, there's some dope women. But
don't get it twisted, cause I wanna fight. Can't go bust, we about to get right. Yeah, my demons about to be tight. I no longer talk to them at night. Simply surviving. Unless I am my savior, then simply I'm thriving. Secondhand niggas got a secondhand chance with the hand of the mighty and the guidance to the bands. Cause I be higher than all of your man. Stand up, hands up, we make understand. I wanna take a second just to thank you for your plan.
I get my love to the kingdom, dedicated